Davis sets a screen. Durant wide open. He fires. Again, Durant missing. The shot is off.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
A great event unfolding. One quarter of basketball already played. And welcome back, everyone, to this year's coverage of the NBA All-Star Game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. We've got Harden. Green is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Hayward. And it's Westbrook in at the one.
You're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Off the screen, and Green with the basket on the assist by Westbrook.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Millsap kicks to Freak. From deep three-point range, Green with the rebound.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
One more time, give it up for your East All-Stars Dance Team.
And here's Freak. He's got 11. That's good. Freak's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
And Hayward gets it to go.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Lets it go from 14. And it comes once again. The bucket from Freak.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
There's the pick. Dishes it to Westbrook. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Freak. And that one comes up a bit short.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Outside Westbrook. Off target from outside. He's with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Talk about some great numbers for Freak. He has 15 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
And the East with some changes. Chris Bosh has checked in for Jefferson. Batum comes in for Butler. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Jackson. Westbrook dishes to Harden. Three-pointer. Westbrook missing again. And here's the East. It's a 10-point game. From deep. And that one's good. Freak's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the East All-Stars.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Gasol. No good again that time. And here are the East All-Stars now. And it's Freak missing. Outside Westbrook. A floater, and he lays it up and in.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Freak.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Paul George comes in for Paul Millsap. And John Wall subbed in for Freak. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And we're through.
Substitution on the court. Get ready for your East All-Star Dance.
And we return to the NBA All-Star Game. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Freak's checked in.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Freak in a two-guard. LeBron James is out there with Anthony. Then it's Paul George, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And it's Davis missing. From deep. No good.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And Freak throws it down.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. 6 to shoot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the first one drops. A big group substitution here for the East. Al Jefferson's checked in for George. Millsap comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for LeBron. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for John Wall. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Green, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Hayward comes in for Kevin Durant. James Harden, he's checked in for Paul. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Curry. And it's Freak missing. And the West All-Stars have possession. They trail by 6.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin,
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
The kick out to Westbrook. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And that's now 7 points for Russell Westbrook.
Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
Here's Freak. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
The feed now to Harden. Picked by Griffin. Harden the pass to Griffin. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Griffin's got 9.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. Westbrook with the steal. And here's the fast break. Griffin with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Harden outside. Westbrook kicks to Griffin. Back to Westbrook. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Freak. Three-pointer. Good. Freak's got 40 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Westbrook up top. 7 points in the game. And it's good. Walk through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. So we'll see Russell Westbrook go to the line here. It's on Jimmy Butler. Catching up on the changes for the East. Chris Bosh is checked in for Jefferson. Batum comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Reggie Jackson. Klay Thompson is checked in for the West. Russell comes in for James Harden.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here. Griffin just having a terrific game. He has 9 points and several assists.
LeBron, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Brandon Knight, he's checked in for the West. 41 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Freak. Good. Freak's got 42 in the game.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
And stolen by James. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. James has got 6 assists now in the game. Right side, Knight. There's the dish to Griffin. The fader. Shot is off.
And give it up for the little fella on the inside there. Great rebound, even though he had to really fight for it.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Time. Come on with it.
We've been having a great time here. We hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. Thompson is out there with Durant. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Curry. And it's Paul in at the 2 guard.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
No one covering. And 12 points for Steph Curry.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Freak dishes to LeBron. George passes to Freak. Curry with the steal. Thompson right side. Outside Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 18 points for Kevin Durant. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Stars.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Griffin's checked in.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Curry kicks to Paul. And there's the pass to Griffin. Back to Paul. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Anthony. Here's the break. Here's Freak. Finished off the break. Freak's got 51. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition?